guys, it's Sonia with Talking About Talking Speech Therapy. Haven't done a video in a while. It's been a little bit crazy with Thanksgiving and just getting ready for everything and life, I'm sure you know. But I am back and I am going to be making a video, and just for one of my products that I'm going to be hopefully putting out today or tomorrow, and it's called AAC Core Words, Let's Make Some Hot Chocolate. So we're going to be doing something similar to the pumpkin pie, where we baked our pumpkin pie using our core board and then our fringe vocabulary, but instead we're doing hot chocolate, which is fun and tasty. Alright, so let me show you some of the visuals that I made, and they got a little wet, which is a casualty of being in the kitchen, so please excuse that if you notice some wet spots. So this is one of the visuals that does come included with the product, and this just highlights some of the core words that we can target in this activity. I'm sure there's more, and I may not hit all of these, but these are some good ones when I was thinking this out and practicing it as I was putting it together. So there's that. I'm just going to go ahead and hang that up. And then another visual is our fringe vocabulary, and it just has the vocabulary that we'll be using to make the hot chocolate, the vanilla extract, milk, the cooking materials, things that you might say afterwards. So I'll go ahead and put that up. And then, of course, we have our fringe vocabulary. This is going to be important for us when we're making this. So I'll go ahead and put that up. And then, again, I'm using my static boards. I have the same ones that I've been using for all of my AAC videos that I've made so far, and by all I mean this is the third one. And I know that previously in the other two I used the touch chat board a little bit more, so I am going to be using my project core board for this video. I got it all ready and I added a couple of extra core words on there that I knew I was going to need, so I will be using my project core board. And again, both of these boards are free and printable on the websites, and I will include the links for these at the comment section of my video. Alright, so I'm going to have to do some rearranging here. Okay, and then the last thing I have to show you guys are the visuals that come, and this is the teacher ingredients and recipe card that the teacher would use to follow along. And then I have the student copy, and the student copy has the visuals on there for the ingredients. So we have our 3/4 vanilla, 4 cups milk, 1/3 cup water, and then the directions are down here, and it again includes the visuals. If you have the students use this and you would like, it would be nice to maybe have them cross things off as you use them in the recipe so that they know for sure those things did get put in there. Or you don't have to. This does come in color and black and white as well, so you don't have to use all of your color ink. I know that that can be valuable. Alright, and then the last thing I'm going to show you guys is some of the follow-up activities. I printed one of the follow-up activities, and this could be used as pre-teach or follow-up, your call. So this is one of them, and this is our identification worksheet, and it is just a nice steaming cup of hot chocolate, and inside are some of the different visuals, and it says to color or circle the items that are used to make hot chocolate and cross off the items that are not used to make hot chocolate. So like we have a gingerbread cookie cutter, we don't use that to make hot chocolate, we would cross that off. Milk, do we use that to make hot chocolate? Yes we do, so we would circle that. I have it in color, and I also have it in black and white. If you do it in color, you can laminate it and then just have the kids use dry erase markers. If you use the black and white, please feel free to have them color or use the dotted dot markers. However you want to take this in your creative way, please do that. I'm providing the different options there for you to do what you think is the best. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We are making hot chocolate today, and we are going to be using our core board and our fringe vocabulary while we make the hot chocolate. So, first things first, I'm looking at my teacher copy of my ingredients and my directions. I'm going to need to take my sugar and my cocoa and my salt and I need to put them in my saucepan. So I have my cocoa, my sugar, and my salt, and my saucepan. All right, so I need to get one of my measuring cups, and I'm going to put my sugar in my saucepan. And again, I apologize for having to have my back to you guys a little bit while I do this. I know I'm going to come up with a better way to do this eventually. Alright, so here is my half cup of sugar that I'm going to put in my saucepan. So I put it in, and then I will put my cocoa in. And for the cocoa, I need 1/4 cup of the cocoa. It's not open. Let me go ahead and open that. Okay. And now I'm going to put my cocoa in the saucepan. And then I need my salt. And for the salt, it says that I just want a pinch of salt. So I'm just going to get a little bit of salt. And I put it in. So that is my sugar, my cocoa, and my salt in my medium saucepan. And then I need to go ahead and stir it. Just mix it up. So I'm using a spoon and I'm turning my spoon. Okay. And then I want to put in my water. So for my water, I already have it measured out, and that is going to be 1/3 cup. So I'm going to put my 1/3 cup water in my saucepan, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring that to a boil. I'm going to use my spoon to turn this and mix it really good. Okay, and while we are waiting for that to boil, I'm going to go ahead and get my next bit of what I need ready. So then when that is finished boiling, I'm going to need my milk. So I have my milk, and for the milk I need to get 4 cups of milk. So I'll go ahead and get that ready. I can see, I'm looking at it, that we're starting to get a little bit of bubbles. And we want to boil it for about 2 minutes. So this is when I would need my timer to boil it for 2 minutes. So I'll go ahead and set my timer to have it boil for 2 minutes. And while that's boiling for 2 minutes, I'm going to take a break and come back to you guys. Okay, so we're back and I have 7 seconds left on the timer. I'm going to go ahead and stop it before it goes off because that sound drives me insane. And according to my directions, I want to go ahead now and I want to put my milk in my saucepan. So here it goes in. So that was half of my milk. And here is the other half. Okay. All right. So now that my milk is in my saucepan, then I am going to go ahead and let it get hot. I want to make sure that I do not boil the milk though. I do not want to boil the milk. I just want it to get hot. Do not boil the milk. So let me go ahead and just go ahead and use my spoon to turn my spoon and mix it all up. I'm mixing it all up. It looks nice and chocolatey. Can't wait to try it. Okay. And after that, I'm going to need my vanilla and my whisk. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come back in a minute with you guys when this is done heating up. Okay, so our hot chocolate concoction has heated up. It has not started to boil yet, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop and I'm going to take it off of the stove, and then I'm going to want to put my vanilla in. Okay. And then I need to get my whisk and I need to turn my whisk until it is frothy. So let's go ahead and do that. And there's no specific amount of time on that, so I am just turning my whisk until it's frothy. And let me tell you, it definitely smells good. It smells good. Okay. And it looks like we are all finished. So now I have an important question to ask you guys. Do you want marshmallows or do you want whipped cream with your hot chocolate? I want lots of marshmallows. I would like a lot of marshmallows. So we have our marshmallows marshmallows and our whipped cream, and this is where the kids can pick what they want. Like I said, it's a preference thing. Personally, I like the giant marshmallows, so that's why I'm gonna put my hot chocolate. So this was my video on how to make hot chocolate and how you can incorporate using a core board and fringe vocabulary. I said this on my previous video with the pumpkin pie, but in case you didn't watch that, it would be far more ideal if you had a classroom-sized core board while you were doing this, or if you possibly had a one-on-one or an instructional assistant sitting with your AAC students and they're able to help them sitting at the desk while they're doing this. I like the core board, the classroom core board better, because then you're teaching to the whole class, and as we all know, visuals are going to help everybody, not just our AAC users. I just want to put in a little bit of a disclaimer that I didn't put in there before. This stuff is hot, so be careful when you are baking. And also know whether your kids are allergic to things, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that our kids are safe and having fun. So this is how to make hot chocolate. If you have any questions, any feedback, anything that you would like me to see me do differently, or anything at all, go ahead and leave it in the comments section, or please feel free to send me an email. All right, see you guys later.